So here we are on the home pages in first, and in this video I want to show you how to use the Visual Composer to go ahead and make changes to text and how to also change pictures here. So throughout this site we went ahead and built most of the pages using what's known as the Visual Composer. So when I click on Edit Page here, this is going to take me into the administrative interface. Now when I first come back here, if I see something that looks like this, I see this, or I see a bunch of code that looks like this, and I'm in a page, and you'll see these selections up here that say Backend Editor or Front-End Editor. Click Backend Editor right here, and then you'll see you should have a title up here that says Visual Composer, and then as you come down, you'll begin to see the elements on the page presented out, and as we float over them, we get some choices here. As we do that, we'll see we get an identifier right here that says text block that allows us to actually move this somewhere else on the page if we want to. So I can move this over here and place this up here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I want to go ahead and leave that back right under here. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that back over here. Now, one of the other selections, you'll see three other selections right here. One is to delete the item on the page, whatever it may be. The other is to clone or make a duplicate of it. And if I click that, you'll see I get directly below it, I get an identical clone of it. And I can go ahead and click and delete that and get rid of that because I don't need that there. But I have this button right here called Edit. And if I click on that, it will bring up the editor for whatever that type of element is. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to change the two most common type of elements you're going to change. And that is going to be a text block and an image block. And right here, we are editing a text block. I'm going to go ahead and click Close here. Now, this text block right here is the same as this text block. It's the same thing. When you click on this, you will get this screen, and it will give you a nice little what's known as a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get editor. So you can come in here and make changes and just I can make a quick change to the text right there, whatever I would want to, and then go ahead and click Save That to save those changes. And then once I've saved those changes, I need to also come up here and click Update. If I don't do that, they won't become live on the front of the site. So I can be back here making all the changes that I want. And even though I click on these and I make a change in here, maybe I add another title to Dr. Shumba's profile, and then I come down here and I click Save Changes. Now that's fine. I've saved it in here in the back, but it's not visible up front yet. I need to come up here and either click, if I scroll down here, you'll notice I have this little bar comes up for the Visual Composer that says Update, so I can click Update here. Or if that bar doesn't come up there, if I'm on a post or something like that, that bar may not be available, but this always will right over here. And you're going to see it's in the Publish block right here, and it's always going to be in that bottom right-hand corner of the Publish block, and it's going to say Update, or if it's a new page that you're creating, it'll say Post maybe instead of Update. But you're going to have this blue button right here, and you've got to click on Update. The moment that you do click on Update, though, be careful, because then all those changes immediately become live in the front of the site. Now, if you want to go ahead and take a look at your changes real quick, you can come over here and click this. It's View Page, and that'll take you back out to the page, and then you can go ahead and view the changes that were made on the page, and then come back into Edit Page if you want to make more changes, or if the changes didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. So that's how you change a text block. Now, in an image block, we have a little bit of a difference here when you click these. All of these blocks are going to have some different choices here, but what these different choices allow you to do is allow you to do things like add pictures and take away pictures, and define the size of pictures and how the pictures are aligned, and they allow you all to do this from a point and click interface, so that you don't have to know any code. It kind of writes the code in the background for you is what it's doing. And you'll see right here I have a picture of Dr. Shumba. That's who I have selected right here, and I'm coming down here to the image size, and we have large. And generally speaking, large is the size you'll want to use here, because you're going to want to have support for people that have high definition screens. So it will use a large image size of the image in there, and it will resize it based on how the page is laid out. So what I do is I just click on this and drag this in here to go ahead and place large in there is what I do. But you can also use medium. Full, you'll want to be careful about using full, because generally speaking, full will sometimes be very, very large. It's not a resized image. It's the actual size of the image that's uploaded to the site. So when using full, you want to be careful. If you do upload a really large image, it could cause that page load time to go way up because it could take a long time to upload that image. So a safe bet in this system is to always use a large sized image. But the default for this will actually be thumbnail. So you're going to want to be sure to go ahead and if you add a new image somewhere on the page to go ahead and go ahead and specify that as large. Image alignment, I always in this system align images to the center for the responsive layout is the way we've designed this. So generally speaking, you'll always want to change this to align center. That way, at smaller screen sizes, if this image is actually not small enough or is not large enough to fit all the way across the screen, it will go ahead and center that image on the screen so it has a nice layout on smaller screen sizes like the portrait or the portrait mode on tablets or smartphones and such. And then throughout here, throughout the site, you'll notice there is a sort of 3D text, 3D effect you'll see down here at the bottom of images. And that's set right here in the image style, and you just want to set 3D shadow is what you want to set right there. You can also experiment and play around with the other ones. They have and vary them throughout the site if you like. We've used 3D shadow throughout the site right now. We felt it gave it a nice minimalistic and very elegant look, and so that's one you want to select for that if you want to have the same one that we did. And then once you're done there, just be sure to click update. Now, if you want to change the picture itself, let me go ahead and show you here. Go ahead and click on this, and you would click the X here to remove that picture, and then I would click on this, and this will bring up the image library, showing me the pictures that we already have in here, but also allowing me to upload other images. So I can upload an image and then go to somewhere on my site where there is an image and select that image for upload and select that instead. Or I can look through the media library and see all the images that are already uploaded in the site, and I can go here, and here we have Dr. Shimba's photo right there, so I'll go ahead and use that, and I'll click Set Image, and once I've done that, I do need to click Save Changes, and of course, to update the page to actually make those changes live. We didn't see any actual live changes here because the site's live, so I don't want to make any actual changes to the live site itself. But anyway, that is how you go ahead and make changes here to both the text and the pictures on the site. In the next video, I'm going to go over how to actually create a new page. We'll lay out a nice simple page, and then we'll go in and actually add that page into the menu.